Here's why you should think like a golfer to be successful. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Arius Williams. I'm a life coach and I help men end self-doubt so that they can design and live their dream life. So if that sounds like you, book a call below or join our free community where you can learn exactly how to do that. But without further ado, I want to talk today about how to think like a golfer in order to be successful. And before you click off, in case you don't play golf, this is going to be, yes, helpful for you if you do play golf and you're just starting off, but also these principles what we're talking about is how to apply to life, business, relationships, whatever. You're going to be able to take these same 5 steps and apply it to whatever you're facing. So please stick around for the whole thing because these are going to be valuable. And at worst case, you can watch it on 2x speed so that way you can get through this information quicker. But I want to talk about the first step, and that is to not blame anybody, taking full accountability for absolutely all of your circumstances in life. Now, Jocko Willink and a lot of others talk a lot about this a lot, but when I relate it to golf, golf is not a team sport, right? You can't blame your teammate for a bad pass in golf. You can't blame your coach for not playing you or calling the wrong play. At the end of the day, you have to hit all the shots. And the craziest part is yes, you might want to blame the group in front of you for going slow. And if you do play golf, you're laughing right now, but they aren't the ones swinging the club and they aren't the one hitting the ball. They're not the one making the decisions. And in life and in business, in relationships, we have to learn to take full accountability, maybe for things that aren't even our fault. Because when we take accountability, we also take back our personal power. We also take back the ability to change and do things about the situation. And so if you can practice not blaming people, practice staying accountable and taking ownership of whatever situation you're in, you will easily move through those levels and get through them quicker. And number 2 on this list is being able to play the long game, right? Golf is not about 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 good shots. It is about a series of good shots. It is about staying good. And really, a lot of golfers who are, great golfers and have been around for a while will tell you that golf is really a game of making less mistakes, more so than it is making great performances, right? I'll get into this a little bit longer, but when we focus on playing the long game and having a long-term mindset, this will also help with any other area in our life. Because listen, in golf, if you're going to start off and you start off the match with a hole-in-one, you hit it in one shot, one of the greatest achievements for any golfer. Some, even professional golfers, have never do this. You could be one of the best golfers in the world and never hit a hole-in-one, right? But on the flip side of that coin, say you hit a hole-in-one and you have a short success, and then the next 3 holes you have triple bogeys, it's going to get ugly, right? Your score is going to go down. And vice versa. If you had a string of triple bogeys, but for the rest of the round, you have birdies and eagles and a hole-in-one and pars, you can still come back from that. So the focus here is not on the short success. It's not on the individual hole, but it's making sure that we have a long-term mindset so that way we are playing the long game. In life, maybe you have a quick win. Maybe you have some fast money. Maybe you have a fast opportunity, but that opportunity is not a long-term mindset opportunity and is going to bring you down in the long term. It's a hole-in-one before 4 triple bogeys. And maybe on the flip side, you've been dealing a lot of losses. You've had a lot of setbacks. You've taken a lot of L's, as they say, right? But your hole-in-one could be the next hole. Your birdie could be the next hole. And if you don't play golf, your win is around the corner, right? So we need to play the long game. Number 3 on this list is to focus on what matters most. And I say this as a golfer because I have been absolutely beaten down to smithereens by men 70, 80 that can barely swing the club, hit the ball way less far than me, way less fast, but they focus on the right things. They hit that ball only 150, 130 yards. Not very far. For some of us, we could use one of the smaller clubs in our bag to hit that same distance, but they hit that distance dead straight every single time. And they know that what matters most in golf is not the fancy drives, is not hitting the ball 300 yards down a fairway. It is within 100 yards and in, chipping and putting. And if you've ever played with an experienced golfer, no matter what age they are deadly from 100 yards in. They know to focus at the end game. They know to turn it on where it matters most. They don't care if you outdrive them because they're going to putt less. They're going to chip less, right? So in life, sometimes we focus on the wrong things. We focus on what we have. We focus how Susie on IG is driving the car that you want, has the big Suburban, and her family goes on 3 vacations, or that Peter is working out and he's all swole and his family gets to go to Disney, right? We're focused on the wrong things. Or maybe you are mistakenly purchasing things that you don't really bring fulfillment. You have all of the nice things. You go on all of the vacations. You are keeping up with the Joneses, but on the inside, you know you are unfulfilled and unhappy because you have not been focusing on the right thing. It's just like me hitting a 300, LOL. It's just like me hitting a 200 something yard drive and then being like, I'm the best golfer ever. Immediately getting humbled by shanking my next shot and then duffing the chip and 3-putting, right? Anybody who's played golf knows the struggle of what I just said. So focus on what matters most. And if you don't know what matters, if you're not sure, that's when doing research, getting mentors, joining communities can help you figure out what it is that matters most. Because if you go to somebody who's already achieved what you want to achieve, they will know what they had to actually focus on in order to get to that level. Number 4, and this is a big one that's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings. You are not Tiger, right? You're not going to be Tiger Woods. You're not necessarily the greatest person ever. You can be, and I'm not trying to discourage that level of dream in you. And I think you should always aim to try to emulate Tiger, right? But the key here is not to compare yourself to the greatest player of all time. Nobody who plays golf, I don't know the exact numbers here, but I'm willing to bet it's over 80% of people who actually pick up golf clubs and go down to the course with their buddies or pals or girls, whatever, right? They go and they play and they suck, right? They absolutely are not good. Gonna shoot, they're cheating, they're not keeping real score, they're messing around, but they're having a good time, right? I think it's more so people who play to have a good time. They play to enjoy. They play to get better. They play to practice. And you cannot compare your step 1 to somebody's step 456. And so what I mean by that is if you're following somebody on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, and you're looking at where they're at in life and not taking into consideration all of the hours that Tiger put in. Listen, I don't say you're not Tiger to put you down. I tell you you're not Tiger because I'm willing to bet that you don't work the way Tiger worked to become Tiger Woods. Since the time that guy was a child, his father had him conditioned to win, conditioned to be the best, conditioned to overcome adversity. He had been dealing with those things since he was a boy. That's why he's Tiger Woods. Not because he's pretty good, not because he swung the club right, not because, right? It was because of the hours and hours and hours and hours of consistency and hard work that he put in. And what I say that is a lot of the times we see Tiger swing a club and we think, wow, I could probably do that. And then we go and swing a club and it doesn't work out and you get discouraged. And then you start to have real life judgments about your levels of competence and your confidence based on you comparing yourself to Tiger, who has put in this work since he was a kid. So the key to translating this into success in life is to not play the compare game. We just kind of talked about this, but really stay focused in your own lane. If you can make the measurement of success be more focused on doing the things that will bring you closer rather than achieving the thing, you will be happier, right? And what that translates in an easier way to say that is, if my goal is to be Tiger, I should be proud of myself every time I practice golf, not every time I do well. And I hope a light bulb just went off. You should reward yourself for doing the repetitions that will bring you closer to the result, not for getting the result, because sometimes it may take a while to get the result. And if you only give yourself positive feedback when you get the results, you will never do enough reps to actually get it. Then you might go and think and make judgments about yourself and your abilities onto why you're not getting it. So we went in deep about this, but I want to take it to the last two. I'm going to give you a bonus one. 5, take your medicine. And if you play golf, you know this expression. Taking your medicine is an expression golfers use when you hit a shot into the woods or into a place where you can't actually go for the goal in this next swing. And we have two choices usually. We have the hero shot. We have taken our medicine. Now, the professionals, Tiger, he's got the hero shot. He can bend that ball around the tree, whatever direction he wants to, on command every time without fail. And a lot of the times, amateur golfers try to go for the hero shot more times than others. They try to go for something similar to what we just made the point. This is like, I just heard somebody make this point. This is like if you see one of your famous influencers say, hey, I get up at 5 a.m. and I do a cold plunge, and then I meditate, and then I journal, and then I run, and then I make breakfast for my 5 family members, and then I go do, right? Like, that's not sustainable for you. Okay, you need to take your medicine. You can't do what they're doing right now yet. Now, can we do something that will get us on the right path? Can we take where their goals are and what they're doing and apply that to where we're at and meet it halfway into adaptability and to make it turn into something? Yes, absolutely. 100%, no questions asked, right? If you need to start doing something, if you already get up at 5 a.m. for your job and you want to start being a little bit more active, you can go after work. On your lunch break, you can pack it and maybe do laps in the parking lot. There's all types of things. You can do push-ups in the morning. You can wake up only just a little half an hour earlier and do some quick push-ups and squats in your room right next to your bed for free, $99. Right? So learning to take your medicine will dramatically increase your golf score, but also dramatically increase your life. Because if you learn that when I'm in a situation that I don't want to be in, sometimes I have to pivot and take a sidestep in order to reach my full goal. This is not turning around and quitting. This is just taking a strategic shot that is in a different direction, but one that ultimately puts me on the right trajectory. In golf, when you take your medicine, you will aim right at the fairway and only are trying to hit it a few yards to get back into play. You want to get back in the game. I just saw Alex Hormozi post a video where he said, the key in business is not winning the game, it's to stay playing the game. It's longevity. Right? So take your medicine when you need to. And the last and final tip I have, I know I said 5, I'm going to give you 6, is to be patient. Be patient with yourself. It takes years to hone a golf swing. Decades even. It takes over 10,000 swings for sure. In life, it will take you some time. If you have some fast success, remember, be on the lookout. Because opportunity and challenges and obstacles will come about to test your resolve. And if you already have the obstacles and the opportunity testing your resolve, just know that means you're on the right path. You are getting close. You are moving in the right steps. So I hope you take everything you learned here and you A, become a better golfer, but B, you take this and apply it to your life. And if you want to join our community where we talk about topics like this, we have a weekly call, or if you want to get coached by me one-on-one, you can either book a call directly or you can join our community and check out everything for free. We would love to have you in there, and it's my goal to save 1,000 men from self-doubt and to help them design and live their dream life. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace, love, positivity.